Venus, and I became homeless 2 years ago because my husband was murdered in front of me and 6 of our children. I pretty much lost my children because of not having a job and a home to take them to. And it's kind of hard to find a job when you're homeless, kind of hard to find a home when you're jobless, you know?
My name is Mr. Nate, that's what everybody calls me. I'm homeless because moving here from North Carolina with a friend of 27 plus years invited me here because I was on the list for housing. He hadn't, after being with him for 2 years, he decided that me drinking a beer every day was not to his liking. So he gave me an ultimatum, whether to go to treatment or to get out. I chose to leave. That's how I became homeless.
My name is Charles Jones. I've been living at Camp 83 since January 29, 2012. The woman on my right is my wife. Her name is Tracy. I feel like over the last year, every time that I've tried to get out of Camp 83, doors have been shut in my face.
Pretty much here at Camp 83, none of us want to be here. We all want to get into housing or some type of, thing over top our head, but a lot of us don't want to go to the shelters because of, one, we've been sexually harassed, or, it's so much that you have to deal with at a shelter. And so kind of living in a tent is like an extended camping trip, It's really not that bad, but it's not what we want either.
Code Blue is a shelter across the way there, about 50 feet from me. I refuse to go there because my wife has been sexually harassed by the staff. Living conditions out here on the street underneath this bridge are better than the conditions inside of there. They're infested with bugs and lice, and I would rather sleep out here and have a chance of rats eating me than having bed bugs and lice eating my body and walking around with big sores on me.
I came downtown and went to Code Blue Shelter, where I stayed approximately 8-9 days. Until the last 2-3 days, the time of signing in was at 2 o'clock, and every day after it became a half hour earlier. Trying to fight for to get bed bugs, people stealing your stuff, staff treating you with degradation, just treating you bad, no sensitivity training at all. So I chose to come to this Camp 83, introduced myself, and was accepted in.
They'll wake you up like really early in the morning, and upon you eating, then you are kicked out of the building at around about, I guess, like 6:30 in the morning, and then they want you to come back at around about like noon or around 1 to be put on a list so that that secures for you to have a bed, when you come there to sleep that night. So between 6 in the morning and noon, that doesn't really allow a person to go out and, have any type of employment.
I myself have been lucky to have been given a special voucher because I guess I'm nuts and have mental problems. But what about the people that are here for other we have a gentleman I call nephew. He lost his job. I think he's about 27 years old, and he lived in the downtown area up until several months ago, where he couldn't pay his rent for 2 months. He was evicted. He had no other choice, no remedies, no course of action to find other work. So people here, everyone has a story. And I think that needs to be addressed, looked at, and seriously considered.
Because, I need to work, and we need to work towards, obtaining just, safe housing and just a future for us and our children. Because really there is no other way than to just get out there and work and try to prepare and just have a family.
Did they come down here and tell you personally, like?
Actually, no. Nobody has personally come down and said that we had to leave on the 26th. See, that's where the misunderstanding is coming from, because last time, usually when they do an eviction, the fire marshal comes in, and we're not understanding why the fire marshal didn't come in and tell us that we had to leave, but we was informed that the trash trucks were pulling up here on the 26th and throwing our belongings away if we didn't move them by then.
We were not informed by any state or local city officials. We heard it through the grapevine, as Marvin Gaye says. We heard it at the Eat, or where we go to eat a daily bread. We heard it from a pastor or two, some activist, but no city official or persons informed us of this. We've been told that we will be evicted on the 26th of this month.
We're doing everything we can, and now we were like blindsided that on February 26, 2013, the mayor is evicting us from Camp 83 without warning, without notice.
No type of
No
preparation.
reason.
Yeah.
They've just said that we have to leave. It's not like we've been here for 30 days. We've been here for a year. I have friends that have been here for 3-4 years.
Yes.
We all want homing. We all want housing. The mayor has a 5-10-year plan, but how does evicting us from what is our home here in the Camp 17 do to finding us housing? When you move us from here, one, most people are going to lose a third of this stuff because we can't carry it on our backs. When you have people that have been here for 4 years. I think it's ludicrous.
You know, and that'll be terrible. And some of these people have accumulated stuff, you know, over the last year, trying to, in hopes of getting themselves, you know, getting into a place and things like that. And it'll just be wrong for them to come in and throw our belongings away. You know, that'll be real wrong. We're not messing with anybody. The police are never down here. There's no problems down here, you know, so we're pretty much just a quiet group of people that are here. You know, we don't want to be here, but this is where we are for the time being, you know.
We actually want something, you know, out of life, you know, rather than to just get stuck in the cycle of staying in shelters.
I'm hoping that they don't evict us out on the 26th. Hopefully they'll, you know, give us a little bit more time, and hopefully the officials will step up and, you know, do something. You know, I've heard of them going in and giving other people vouchers on emergency type basis. You know, hopefully they don't do that for us.
I mean, if you're going to put us out, then give us somewhere to go. Put us in a hotel room for a month or two till you can find us housing. You have tens of thousands of buildings that are vacant. I'm not a genius, but it just seems to me if you fix one vacant house, you can get volunteers to practically build it for you, and you can house 2, 3, 4 families. But what does Mr. Nate know? That's
So we're hoping that by us being out here, we can get a little bit of help from somebody. God knows, we just need a little bit of help in trying to get into housing, or you know, just whatever anybody can do. It'd be great if they do it, you know.
I say God bless to all. I am saved, and I pray for the camp. I pray for all the homeless people. Everyone should have a home to go to.